Welcome to PM Movie Recaps. Today's pick is a horror and thriller of 2017, Downrange. If you're ready, let's enjoy the video. A car full of 6 friends encounters a tire burst. In the middle of the road, the car swayed at high speed, causing a head impact for one of the women. This group of friends consists of 3 women and 3 men. The woman in the pink outfit is Sarah, the one with the green jacket is Karen, and the one who hit her head is Jody. For guys, it consists of a guy in a blue shirt, Jeff, a guy in a gray shirt, Todd, and his friend in a white shirt. The point is that they all want to go to Jody's sister's birthday, which will be celebrated in a remote town. So remote that the number of cars that pass through this route in a month can be counted. At first all went well and nothing suspicious at all. Todd, as a car owner, plans to replace the car tire with a spare tire. Even in this situation, Sarah still wants to take selfies to post status updates on her social media. However, because to the remoteness of the location, obtaining the proper signal is quite challenging. Out of curiosity, Karen walked the opposite way for 3 meters and her signal was just detected at that point. Jody and Karen took cover behind the car a few minutes later because the weather had become too hot. Eric, on the other hand, wanted to pee and headed directly to the bushes. Todd, the car's owner, was too busy with Sarah and let Jeff change the tires by himself. Jeff, who soon succeeded in changing the car's tires, was hindered by a slightly downhill position and made his car tires roll. As he picked up the tire, Jeff accidentally saw a bullet in the middle of the road. On the other hand, his friends were busy chatting, and the other one was relieved to be peeing. In the middle of the conversation, Todd noticed his car's rolling tires and chased it down the street. At the same time, Sarah intends to see the condition of the tires that have been replaced by Jeff. But she was immediately shocked when she saw that Jeff had died horribly. She was so surprised that she remained silent without saying a word. Todd, who took the tire, was still not aware that something was wrong here. Unfortunately, in such a short time, Sarah was hit by a shot from nowhere. Karen and Jody are also still not aware that they are being pursued by a threat. Sarah's eyeball had been pierced by a bullet, and at that very moment, she was hit by another shot. From there, Karen saw the situation around her, but she didn't know where the bullets had come from. Without any delay, she immediately shouted and told her friends to take cover behind the car. Todd, who was still unaware, was not alert and was shot in his left shoulder. Meanwhile, Eric, who did not have time to approach the car, had to take cover behind a tree trunk. They were being shot at nonstop and could only take cover behind the car. It was clear that the blown tire was caused by a trap set by the shooter. An hour later, they began to be confused in their entrapment. Karen, who is the son of a military family, assumed that the shooter had used a silencer to keep his shots from loud noises. In addition, the bullet that could not penetrate the car indicated that the person's position was quite far from their position. Todd's left shoulder had been shot, leaving him weak and unable to move much. Even worse, Eric could only stay behind a tree trunk and hope for a miracle. Not long after that, Karen said that in the opposite direction, which was 3 meters away, she still got a signal on her cell phone at that position. Then, Todd, who tried to extend his hand, was immediately given a stick by Jody from her pocket. Before that, Karen also set up the Google Assistant to immediately call 911 if there was a signal. Without hesitation, Todd immediately pointed the phone and got a signal. Unfortunately, the moment Karen just screamed to call 911, the cell phone was shot by that long-distance psychopath. The second way, Todd plans to make the car's gear into neutral, so that the car can be pushed back to a position that gets a signal. They set up a formation where Jody was on standby in the front position to record the source of the shots, while Karen was in the rear holding a fake scarecrow. Todd will try to open the car door and shift the gears into neutral. At that moment, the scarecrow was shot, and Todd got into the car while trying to attach the keys. But due to being shot continuously, he needed to hide first and didn't have time to change the gear to neutral. Jody was able to track down the source of the shot, and it was discovered that the gunman was hiding in a tree. Then Todd, who was still not able to change the gear into neutral, tried to find protective equipment. Luckily, he saw his toolbox in the back of the car, and at that moment, he was determined to take the box. Todd, who managed to get the toolbox, immediately made the iron cover as a hand protector. On the other hand, Eric could only surrender and did not know the plans of his friends. After that, Todd, who had put a shield on his hand, immediately ordered Karen and Jody to take positions. In such a short time, Todd immediately got into the car and managed to set the car's gear to neutral. Unfortunately, he had to be hit by a shot in the hand. Then the car moved downhill immediately. Karen and Jody can't do much, but they still try as much as possible to hold the car. It was so difficult to hold the car, causing Jody's grip to be released and making her bounce until she left the car. In the end, the tires of the car that had not been bolted on were directly shot and made the car stop. At that moment, Karen realized that this was the right time for Joe to run away from there because the shooter was reloading his bullets. At the same time, Eric tried to escape from his position, but he was shot before Jody. Eric hits the ground and eventually passes out. The shooter deliberately let Eric suffer until he bled out. Karen uses a lighter to heat a hammerhead for cauterizing Todd's arm wound. After retrieving a water bottle from the back seat and taking swigs themselves, the trio tosses the bottle to Eric. The sniper shoots Eric through his hand when he tries to take a sip. During a quiet moment, Todd tells Jody and Karen that his girlfriend Sarah was pregnant but lost their baby. Lost in reflection and losing hope, Todd goes to drape a shirt over Sarah's face. Surprisingly, the sniper does not fire. Eric eventually dies from blood loss. Todd sees a vehicle approaching from the distance. The sniper resumes shooting and kills Todd to prevent him from flagging down the other car. The sniper shoots the female driver's hand. At the wheel, the woman loses control and flips the car, ejecting her daughter in the backseat through a window. The sniper shoots the mother when she tries to move from the wreckage toward her daughter's position. The father drags his wife behind the car. Jody and Karen scream at the man to call 911, which he does. The sniper shoots the flipped vehicle's gas tank. The resulting explosion kills the man and the woman. The sniper then executes their daughter. After night falls, Karen and Jody set fire to their SUV to create a smokescreen. Before the women can make a break for it, however, a sheriff arrives at the scene with a deputy and 2 police marksmen. The sniper takes out one of the sharpshooters as well as the sheriff. The sheriff's truck loses control. Karen makes a run for it in the smoke, but the sniper shoots her through her head. Jody regroups at the sheriff's truck with the deputy and remaining marksmen, but the sniper shoots the second sharpshooter as well as the deputy. Jody gets in the truck and speeds toward the sniper's position. Jody hits the tree where the sniper is perched, knocking him to the ground after he cuts himself free from the tangled rope. Jody recovers the sniper's dropped rifle and uses it to shoot the sniper several times. When the gun jams, Jody uses the stock end of the rifle to repeatedly bash the sniper to death. However, Jody notices tally marks on the rifle enumerating his victims, including her 5 fallen friends, and becomes enraged. Her final useless strike causes the gun to fire a bullet that tears through her throat, killing her. Thank you for watching, but before leaving, please make sure that you click subscribe and turn on the notification so that you can enjoy watching more videos like this.